questions.
My name is Aziz. Incrementally, I run into Iranians who deny they are Iranians. They call themselves, since your book is about identity,
Yes.
that's what brings me to this question. They deny that they are Iranians. They are now Persians.
I know these guys.
They
I know
identify
them.
themselves as Persians. With a little bit of conversation, I let them know that calling yourself Persian is to identify yourself with a race. You are identifying yourself as a race.
Yeah, it's an ethnic
and
identity.
Have you thought about the implications of that? By the way, I'm not Iranian. The second thing that comes up is hatred for Islam as a result of what is going on in Iran because of their experience like you have had, your family has had. Then the behavior of the mullahs is equated with Islam itself. Would you please speak to this?
Yeah. So the first point is just this pet peeve of mine. I live in Los Angeles, or as we like to call it, Terrangeles, and yeah, you get this all the time where people say, "I'm not Iranian, I'm Persian," as though there's such a place called Persia. It's sort of like having a Chinese person refer to themselves as Oriental. Things are Persian, not people. But let's face it, the reason that people use this term, unless they specifically mean their ethnicity, which they rarely do, the reason that they use it is because of this sort of anti-Iranian sentiment that is so prevalent in our society. And it's deeply embedded with the anti-Muslim sentiment as well. I mean, as many of you have probably heard, if you've heard me talk, I mean, anti-Muslim sentiment in this country is at unprecedented levels. And that has far more to do with, I think, an identity crisis that has gripped this country in the wake of the dramatic social, political, and economic changes that we've been facing over the last decade, than it has to do with Islam itself. Let's face it, nothing that anyone is saying about Muslims in this country is new. The exact same things were said about Jews in the beginning of the 20th century. It was said about Catholics in the end of the 19th century. It's just this sort of simplified otherization that always happens in times of societal stress. And I would say we are definitely in one of those times. So I think that this is something that's just going to kind of eventually fade away, that Muslims will become as much a part of the religious fabric of this country as Jews and Catholics have become, and then we'll find somebody else to pick on.